You know that feeling when your alarm goes off and your first thought is, nope? You hit snooze once, then twice. Then suddenly you're in that horrible 15-minute sprint. No time for breakfast, scrolling in bed longer than you meant to, running out the door half awake with coffee as your entire personality. You tell yourself, tomorrow I'll wake up earlier and have a proper morning routine. But tomorrow looks exactly the same. If that's you, this is your video. This is for the night owl, the chronic snoozer, the I hate mornings, but I also hate feeling behind all day version of you. Here's the good news. You don't need to become a 5 a.m. gym warrior. You don't need a 2-hour aesthetic morning routine with smoothies, journaling, yoga, sunrise walks, and cold plunge. You just need mornings that are 1% better. Simple, forgiving routines that work even if you are absolutely not a morning person. Let's build that together. First, let's be honest about why mornings are so hard for you. Your problem is probably not that you're lazy. It's usually a mix of things like going to bed too late because your brain finally feels awake at night, late night scrolling that quietly kills an extra 45 minutes, alarms placed right next to your bed, easy to snooze in half sleep, overcomplicated morning routines that collapse the second you feel tired or stressed, zero buffer time before school or work, so any delay becomes a mini crisis. You wake up already feeling behind, and that tired, rushed, slightly ashamed feeling follows you all day. By the time night comes, you feel drained and disappointed, so you reward yourself with more scrolling or Netflix, which pushes your bedtime later again. That's not a character flaw. That's just a system that was never designed for you. So instead of trying to force yourself into a perfect morning person, let's design a minimum friction morning for the real you. Not a fantasy version. The actual sleepy, heavy-eyed, don't talk to me yet you. The big idea of this whole video is simple. Mornings don't have to be impressive. They just have to be gentle and repeatable. If you can create a morning that doesn't overwhelm you, doesn't demand tons of willpower, and doesn't fall apart the second you feel tired or stressed, then you'll start stacking small wins before the day really even begins. You're not aiming for dramatic transformation overnight. You're aiming for mornings that are 1% better than yesterday. Let's walk through a few rules to make that happen. Rule number 1. Fix the night before, not the morning. If you're not a morning person, your most powerful morning habit actually happens the night before. Think about your worst mornings. You go to bed late, scrolling on your phone in the dark. You tell yourself just one more video, one more post, one more episode. Suddenly, it's 1 a.m. and you still expect 7 a.m. you to act like a disciplined superhero. That's not going to happen. Morning you is like a slightly drunk version of you, emotional, dramatic, and not very rational. Night you is the only one who can actually set morning you to win. So instead of saying, tomorrow I'll have a better morning, ask, what is one thing I can do tonight to make tomorrow morning easier? Keep it tiny and specific. For example, put your phone to charge away from your bed, ideally across the room or in another corner. Lay out your clothes for tomorrow, down to socks, underwear, gym clothes if you plan to move. Put a glass or bottle of water where you'll see it first thing. If you make coffee, prep the machine so it just needs button press. Write a 3-line sticky note that says, morning plan is 1, drink water, 2, open blinds, 3, 5-minute reset. You don't have to fix your entire life tonight. You're just reducing morning friction by 5 to 10%. Your new rule is, if I want a 1% better morning, I do at least one 1-minute task the night before. Rule number 2. Make waking up a sequence, not a single battle. Right now, waking up probably feels like a yes-no decision. Either you get up when the alarm rings or you lose and hit snooze. That's way too much pressure on one groggy moment. Instead, think of waking up as a tiny sequence of events that gently pulls you out of sleep. For example, your waking sequence could be 1. Alarm goes off across the room. 2. You sit up and put both feet on the floor. 3. You walk to turn off the alarm. 4. You immediately turn on a soft lamp or open the blinds a bit. 5. You drink the water you placed earlier. Notice none of this requires you to be motivated. You're just following the script you created. To make this easier, use 2 alarms. 1. A soft and a bit earlier, signaling start waking up. 2. A second alarm 5 to 10 minutes later, maybe a bit louder, that's your feet on the floor cue. You're not trying to leap out of bed like a movie character. You're just moving yourself from horizontal to vertical in stages. And if you absolutely must snooze, make it intentional. Tell yourself, I can snooze once. When the second alarm goes off, I sit up, no negotiations. No shame, no drama, just a simple rule. Rule number 3. Start with 3 non-negotiables, not a long checklist. The quickest way to ruin a morning routine is to make it too long. If your ideal morning currently looks like wake up early, meditate, journal, read, workout, cook breakfast, skincare, planning, cold shower, you've built a routine that only works on your best days. We're building a routine that works on your worst days. So instead of 10 steps, you choose 3 non-negotiables for your morning. They should be simple, low-effort actions that support your energy, your mind, and the direction for the day. Here's one example. Body, drink water plus get a little movement. Environment, let in light plus quick tidy. Mind, decide one main focus for the day. This might look like 1. Drink a full glass of water. 2. Open the blinds or step outside for 1 to 2 minutes of daylight. 3. Do 1 to 5 minutes of movement, stretching, walking around your apartment, a few push-ups. 4. Spend 30 to 60 seconds looking at your day and choosing your one main task. That's it. Everything else, journaling, long workouts, fancy breakfasts, is bonus. If you do nothing but those 3 small things, you've already built a 1% better morning. You hydrated, you woke your body and brain gently, and you chose intention over chaos. That alone can change how the rest of the day feels. Rule number 4. Put your phone in last place, not first place. Let's be real. Phone addiction is one of the main reasons mornings feel terrible. If the first thing you do when you open your eyes is grab your phone, your brain is instantly flooded with other people's lives, notifications, and problems. Before your day even starts, you're reacting instead of living. You don't have to do a hardcore digital detox. You just need one simple rule. My phone is not allowed to be step 1 of my morning. Step 1 can be sit up and put feet on the floor, drink water, open curtains, take 3 slow breaths. Only after that sequence can you touch your phone. If you're brave enough, and many people find this game-changing, make a rule like no social media until after I've completed my 3 non-negotiables. You can still use your phone as an alarm or music, but delay the scroll. Give your own mind a chance to come online before you invite the entire internet into your head. If you're worried you'll cave, try this. Use app limits or focus mode in the morning. Move social apps off your home screen. Put a sticky note on your phone that says, water, light, move first. You are not banning yourself from pleasure. You're just shifting the order so your morning belongs to you first. Rule number 5. Build a good enough breakfast and caffeine plan. A lot of non-morning people run on vibes and caffeine. Coffee first, maybe food later. That's understandable. When you're rushed, food feels like extra work and coffee feels like survival. But a tiny bit of planning here can make your mornings and your mood way more stable. 2 simple principles. 1. Don't run on empty. 2. Don't make caffeine your only fuel. You don't need a full Instagram-worthy breakfast. You just need something easy, quick, and repeatable that includes a little protein or something that actually sticks. Ideas: yogurt plus a handful of nuts or granola, toast with peanut butter, a banana and a boiled egg prepped the night before, a simple protein shake you can throw together fast. Make it something you can make half asleep with almost no dishes. For caffeine, try to avoid the instant slam of giant coffee on a totally empty stomach. Even just drinking some water first and having a few bites of food before coffee can help your energy feel less crashy. If you're really not hungry, fine, don't force it. But at least plan something you can grab on your way out so you're not hitting that mid-morning wall like clockwork. Again, we're not chasing perfection, we're chasing slightly less horrible than before. Rule number 6. Build a good enough breakfast plan. Give your future self one small gift every morning. Most of us wake up thinking only about how tired we feel right now, but one of the best ways to make mornings meaningful is to see them as a chance to help future you. Ask yourself, what is one tiny thing I can do this morning that future you will genuinely appreciate? This might be putting your lunch or snacks together so future you isn't starving and buying expensive takeout. Throwing one load of laundry into the machine so future you has clean clothes. Spending 2 minutes setting up your workspace so future you can sit down and start without friction. Spending 3 to 5 minutes reviewing your calendar so future you doesn't get surprised by a meeting or deadline. Your morning becomes less about being productive and more about showing up for yourself. It shifts from punishment to care. Imagine going to bed and realizing, hey, this morning I made life even 5% easier for tonight me. That builds quiet, steady self-respect. Rule number 7. Use a 7-day experiment instead of a personality change. You don't need to declare, I am now a morning person forever. That kind of pressure usually backfires. Instead, treat this like a small experiment, just 7 days. For the next week, your mission is not to have perfect mornings. Your mission is to do one small thing the night before to help morning you. Follow your waking sequence instead of random snoozing. Complete your 3 non-negotiables most mornings. That's it. Here's a simple structure you can use. Night before takes 3 to 5 minutes. Put phone to charge away from bed. Lay out clothes for tomorrow. Prep one thing, water, coffee, or breakfast. Write a 1-line morning plan. Tomorrow, I'll do your 3 things. Morning takes 10 to 20 minutes total. 1. Alarm, feet on floor, turn on light or open blinds. 2. Drink water. 3. 1 to 5 minutes of movement, stretch, walk, bodyweight moves. 4. Let in daylight or step outside briefly if possible. 5. Decide your one main task for the day. 6. Only after that, phone or social media. Optional future me gift. Pick one tiny helpful action. Pack lunch, quick tidy, set up desk, check calendar. At the end of each day, don't rate yourself 0 to 10 or 10 to 10. Just ask, was this morning 1% better than my old default? If yes, that counts. If no, adjust. Don't punish yourself. Now, let's talk about the real pain points you might be feeling underneath all of this. Maybe you're embarrassed by how often you oversleep and rush. Maybe you keep promising yourself, tomorrow I'll be different, and you're tired of breaking your own word. Maybe mornings are when your anxiety hits hardest. The moment you open your eyes, your brain starts listing every problem you have. You are not alone in that. And more importantly, you're not broken. Your mornings don't suck because you're lazy. Your mornings suck because right now they're built on too little sleep, too much phone, too many expectations, and too little kindness towards yourself. You don't fix that with guilt. You fix it with systems that match your actual life. Systems that assume you will be tired, you will want to scroll, you won't want to do 12 steps, and yet you can still win. So here's your mini challenge. For the next 7 days, commit to the 1% better morning experiment. 1. Pick your 3 non-negotiables. Keep them tiny. Example, water, light, 2 minutes of movement. 2. Move your phone away from your bed, even if it's just to a dresser across the room. 3. Write a 1-line plan each night. Tomorrow, I'll do your 3 things. 4. In the morning, complete those 3 things before scrolling. At the end of the week, ask yourself, do I feel even slightly less rushed? Do I feel a tiny bit more in control? Do I feel more like I'm taking care of myself instead of just surviving? If the answer is yes, even a small yes, that means your mornings are already 1% better. You don't have to love mornings to make them work for you. You just have to be willing to give yourself a softer landing into the day. You are not a failed morning person. You are a night-leaning human building mornings that finally fit your life. If this resonated with you, try the 7-day experiment and then comment, I'm becoming the kind of person who wins my morning 1% at a time. And remember, you don't need a perfect morning to have a good day. You just need a slightly better start than yesterday.